Hey everyone, what's up?
Hi, Pedro.
Hey, I'm Henry. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good as
Hi.
well.
Hi, guys. So basically, in this session, we can like review your games if you'd like us to give you pointers, or if you have any doubts, need help with bugs or anything, where that's what we're here to help with.
As usual, we're going to wait a couple of minutes for more participants, but since you guys are here first, if you want to do a queue, you guys can claim the first spot of showing the game. You can just type in chat like first if you want. Also, ideally, you guys would share your screen and open the mic. But if you can't open mic, you can just show the game and then type it out. Type any observations. Let's go, Squid. We'll start with you then. In a few minutes. Hey, buddy. Yeah, we can, after looking at Squid's game, we can take a look at your issue. We can, we can help you out with that. Okay, understood. Is it similar to that? I think those Flash games were called like soccer headers or something like that. Kind of reminds me of that, but it was a 1v1, those games. Okay, that was cool, Squid. Uh, I think I think from Emery, do you want to start with some feedback, or can I start?
Oh, you can go ahead.
Sorry, couldn't catch that.
You can go ahead.
Okay,
Chime in.
yeah. So as I said when you were presenting, that reminded me of the that soccer. That's I don't remember the name. It was something like headers, where you kind of had to jump around as well and get the balls to the other goal with your head, and you also had a little kick skill as well. So your game reminds me of that a lot, and that was a really fun game. Yeah, so I think your game has potential. I'm not really sure about it being a 2v2. You know, I think while it makes it a bit more chaotic, I don't know. Without me playing, right? I'm just looking at it. I just feel that making it a 1v1 would maybe be a bit more skill based. You know, with not as much randomness. Also, probably a kick skill would be cool as well. I didn't see it there, but maybe if we could get your little stick guy to kick the ball, it would be fun as well. Something else I'd suggest, of course, when you're doing the polish pass, of course, creating a cool background, having a clean but an artsy background would go a long way. Making the goals a bit more detailed as well on your art pass would probably be good. And finally, you're probably thinking about something like this, but since the game can get a bit repetitive, right? Maybe you can add variation to the arenas. So you can have arenas with obstacles in the center, like in the top, obstacles in one side or in another side. So those are the things that come to mind. But this is really cool. It's a very exciting prospect because I know how these games can be fun. So if you execute it well and you make the physics just right, I think it will be a great entry. And of course, don't neglect the polish pass when you put the sounds and you put the art in there because that will also elevate your game when it comes to that. Yeah, anytime. I'm excited to see the final version of that. Is there anything else you'd like to show, Squid, or can we move on to money's issues? Okay.
Sir,
Okay, we can see your
hello.
screen.
Canvas is not enough. The canvas. I tried using many things, but not.
Can you say that again? Your voice was a bit choppy, but I think it's stable now.
So the screen is very big and I text and I tried many but cannot fix it.
It's still a bit hard to understand you. When you talk, your voice gets a bit choppy. It's probably due to internet connection. Okay, I think I got a little bit, but do you mind typing it out so I can make sure I properly know what you're saying? Not sure if this is only happening on my end as well. Did you get the choppiness as well, Emily?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah, but you can keep.
You can keep presenting and then just type out your issue, Money.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't hear you. Just continue presenting your screen and just type out the issue in the chat.
Also, Emily, you have a bit of an echo going on. Just so you know, it's not. We can understand you, but that's going on as well.
I think it's because of the recording. Let me switch on the other mic.
Okay. I see you are unmuted, Money, but I don't know if you're talking, but we can't hear you. Okay. I can see your screen. Okay, so it's a responsiveness issue. Yeah, that's what I thought when you were talking. So you probably have tried debugging this with the agent, right? Okay. Do you have that in the conversation so I can take a look at it? Mm-hmm. Okay, that seems like a pretty detailed prompt. Can you share the game link so I can open it over here? If you don't want to share it publicly, you can send me on a DM. But I'll try to open it over here and see. Hey Cypher, yeah, yes you can. You can build 3JS games. It's basically any web framework that you can think of is supported. Out of the box, we support 3JS, React, Refiber, Babylon.js, Blake Canvas, Phaser, but you can also use others if you ask the agents to use the shell tool. Are you sending me the link in the chat here or on DMs, Manny? Can you send it over to mine? Just sent you a message saying me. I am Resenha. You can just click on my name and send it on that chat box that will appear. Hey DJ, don't you want to show your games before your game before you go? Okay, I see your link here, Manny. I'm going to take a look at it on my end. Then I'll get back to you later. If that's okay.
Sorry, actually, it's having a so um, it's now it is having a bug, so I'll fix that later.
Okay, is it a bug on launch? I could see your screen there for a second.
Sorry to interrupt.
It was a 3D game made by 3JS that used 3 players in one single team with some controls like WASD. They used J to shoot and spacebar to teammates. I was playing from the and you could change your teams also, but that currently skipped because of the
You got cut off a little bit while you were talking, but I think I got the idea. Is it a 3v3? You said?
okay, that's all. I'll submit it to you later on.
Okay, sounds good.
Petro, I sent you Money's game on Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it here. Thanks. No worries, DJ. That happens. That's why we're here. It's not the final version yet. Also, you guys, I think we mentioned this, but you guys can publish your games as well before the submission. You can keep publishing the same game a lot of times, and we'll only see the last published versions, right? So if you just want to publish the game to test it out or to just save a version that you think is good, but you're going to keep updating it, feel free to do so. As long as you publish the same game again, it will get updated. So you guys can do that if you want. So who wants to go next? Who wants to show their games? You can see it on your project settings, Squid, and on the publish flow. So if you click publish, you'll be able to see the thumbnail and description there and the title as well. But if you go to your settings, you'll be able to see that as well. Yeah, you can share it, DJ. Your transmission, your stream is a bit choppy, but uh, you can see the idea, right? It's a bit similar to a game I built on the latest masterclass. Actually, no, it's similar to a game I built on our promo material. So that's a pretty cool game idea, and I think that has potential to be a pretty cool game. From what I could see on your UI, I would just pay attention to the controls. Your controls seem a bit like it was like J to pass or something like that. So try to make it as intuitive as you can. If you're making a desktop game, right? So you can use the keyboard to your advantage. So you can do mouse clicks or you can do spacebar, which are a bit more intuitive. So I think that's
I
pretty
am
cool.
working on that, so I want to make it flexible on all devices like mobiles, iPads, and phones.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea. Making it responsive and to actually work on other platforms. Yep, but I do think
Also,
this has a lot of
to add,
potential. Yeah, go ahead.
uh, I'm also working to add referee and foul and penalty uh, things to make it improve.
Hmm. Something I did on a similar game was to actually make it like FIFA Street, where there are no fouls. So that's actually fun as well. So if you add tackles to the game and you can actually tackle the adversary and there are no fouls, you can just go straight to their bodies. That's fun as well. That's part of the FIFA Street fun, right? So that's a different route that you could take if you want. It's actually simpler as well, right? Than making
Yeah,
fouls and penalties.
that
So that would be an idea. Of course, going either way, as long as the system works properly, I think it will be a pretty cool game.
okay, okay. Thank you, Nat.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we can move on to Ghost then. Want to share your screen? Okay, can see your screen now. Is it swipe based like Score Hero or not?
It is exactly that.
Nice. Also, it seems like, is there air control on the ball or is it following your swipe?
Based on the swipe.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's a fun idea. I see that the ball is following the swipe very closely, right? So it can make like some weird turns, kind of like those, kind of like when you kick a volleyball, you know. So I think that's a fun idea because Score Hero actually tries to use somewhat normal physics, right? So if you keep developing it and make it like a volleyball ball physics or Jabulani from 2010, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one of the things I have to fix.
Yeah, or maybe don't. Could be fun.
Yeah.
So for polish, of course, it's a prototype, right? So you're using geometry for now, but I would think about some other than adding models and an environment, right, which are pretty common. I would also try to play with camera angles. So try to make it very cinematic. You know, when a player receives a pass and you get kind of a camera shift, and
Mhm.
when the ball is getting to the goal, kind of gets a zoom in or a zoom out. I think that would be really cool. Also,
Yeah.
a lot of particle effects and make it very over the top and anime. I think that's something that Score Hero, for example, doesn't have. So.
Yeah. If
Or
I
maybe another avenue as well. I don't know if you want to go there because it will basically change the game a lot. But you could do the swipe very strict. You know, like very respectful of physics. And, like you can't really curve the ball a lot with the swipe, but you could
it is
actually give air.
kind of
You
like
could
that.
give. Yeah, what's that?
Right now, it is kind of like that. Like you cannot do this.
Oh, really? Because it seems like the ball can do like
Oh,
some
this
crazy.
the second thing happened because it is focusing on like the play, like the goal of where the ball wants to go. That is also another thing that I have to fix. But if I did like something like this, right?
Yeah, it's still. I see what you mean, but it doesn't really follow that exactly because the ball wants to get to the next thing, right? To the player or to
Yep.
the goal. But if you made it very strict and you actually gave some air control to the ball, I think that would be fun as well. So, for example, you have to pass kind of straight, and there is a defender there. And then when you get that air control, you can actually curve the ball. So the air control only changes the middle of the trajectory, but the end will be the same. So that's an idea as well. You could swipe up, swipe down. That could be fun. Of course, it's just a random different idea as well, but could be cool.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. This is nice. Excited to see it as well. I really like the three projects we saw so far. Looking pretty good. Yeah, DJ, you can complete the project. We have more 24 hours more. So the game jam basically ends in 24 hours and 30 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, could be 1 hour more or 1 hour less due to time zones confusion. So you have plenty of time still. If anyone else wants to show their games, our queue is free right now. So yeah, DJ. If I'm not mistaken, the next credit reset will be soon. Will be within an hour probably. Uh, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Yeah, it's coming. That's cool, Alex. Do you have something to show us? You could share your screen and show us a preview if you'd like. Yeah, for the gem, you wouldn't need those contracts, but try to make a commercial game, a commercial football game is due to licensing issues is tough, right? Even the big guys can't get the all the teams there. That's cool, money. Maybe also simple games can be very fun as well. So looking forward to seeing that. After the call, I'll take a look at your game. I'll also ask you something else so I can help you work on it. So yeah. So for the game jam, you don't really need to worry about that, Alex. Actually, since you're hosting them, maybe just give the publish flow a test. Try publishing the game and see if everything appears properly, because the published games are hosted on Jabali's website. But there shouldn't be issues there. Yeah, you can show it, Alex. So just make sure you keep publishing the game and testing it and seeing the actual published preview. So you can attest that the assets are there. But yeah, feel free to share your screen. Can't see it. Seeing your screen. Yeah, it is. So it's full on 11 versus 11. That's nice. Okay. Do you want to get some comments in? All right. Yeah, that happens on Discord. It's a bit unpredictable. All right. Yeah, that sounds good, and it looks good as well. I like how it looks. I like how there's already some functioning AI, right? Where the different players are really not breaking formation, trying to go all after the ball. I know how that can work sometimes, so that's cool. I would a couple of things that you might already be trying. So I would probably make the characters a bit smaller, so you have a bit more space, or maybe make the field larger, so you have a bit more space to walk, and so it's not a constant fight, for possession. I would also zoom in a bit more, maybe 30% more should work, and have the camera following from the sides, not really rotating. I got the feeling that it was that way, but since it was so zoomed out, I think it didn't even need to move sideways, right? So it just did a little bit of a rotation. So I think sideways movement is better. Yeah, zooming would be good. And again, like I said on the previous game, be careful with the controls. Try to make it intuitive, as contextual as possible. So yeah, basically just don't try to make too many key bindings, right? Try to make it as simple as you can to play. So that tends to lead to more fun games. Of course, it's a bit more complex since you're making a full-on FIFA game. So you probably need more inputs to dribble and things like that. For the game jam, you don't need to think about that for a gamepad since it will be tested normally. But if you think about expanding the game further later, that would be great. But yeah, think about desktop for now. Think about key bindings in a way that is intuitive and easy to use, because also this is something I didn't say for other games as well, but always make sure we learn how to play the game before we're testing it. So that's a big thing. So the game may be really fun, but if we don't know how to play it, it's going to be difficult to get to the fun part. So yeah, the graphics look good for I can see the idea, right? And I even see the characters already have good animations. So I think you would only need to work on the actual stadium, the stadium scene, right? Overall, maybe make an arena, or actually, if you want to change the setting and make something different, like they're playing in space. I don't know what you're thinking, but yeah, I think you're missing just that scene, right, around the game. But this is something I bias towards, but I would really like to see some retro effects on your game, like a bit of color, bit of color effects to invoke that retro feeling. and also pixelation. I'm a big fan of that effect for 3D games. So it kind of looks like a PS2 game, maybe PS1 if you do it very pixelated. That's a personal bias because I like that aesthetic on indie games. Your mic is open, Alex.
Am I audible now?
Okay. Yeah. There was a lot of noise. I couldn't hear you if you were saying something. So yeah, that pixelation is a really cool effect that I like in these types of games if you want to give it like a PS2 feel. But yeah, that's I don't know if that's your art direction. It would just be what I would do, but you don't have to follow that. But overall, the graphics look nice. I think this has a lot of potential as well. Remember to keep it simple, right? Because you have 24 hours to finish it. So better to make it somewhat complete, right? And maybe leave out a couple of mechanics if you have to. But yeah, very nice. Yeah, I imagine for a game like that, it would be a bit hard to get like proper falling mechanics, for example, right? So maybe that's something you kind of will have to cheat with the programming and kind of make like every sideway tackle maybe it's a fall and frontal tackles are not. That's probably something you might have to do, but yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Hey Cypher, when you go to your profile page, does it say free plan or does it say premium? You get 1,000 sparks, Muzamil, for premium. Since you were doing a zoomed out view, I would do a pretty big round arena and I would use billboards. If you can, get like 3 or 4 good billboard assets from the studio, like completely blacked out billboards, and you can change those frames on each billboard, so it's kind of like an animation, but it's not really an animation, right? It's just poses that the billboards are doing. So I think that would be pretty cool. Also, some things that can make the game visually more striking. This should also go to the bottom of the list. But night games, rain games, snowy games, those are relatively easy lifts, right? Because you just have to add some particles or change the lighting, but it can make the game look way cooler, like to have rain particles going on and things like that. So that's yeah, that's a good cool thing to think about if you feel like the game is not visually striking enough. And so if anyone wants to go next, feel free to share your screen so we can take a look at your game. We have 15 minutes still, so since since we have some time, I'll send you a DM money of what I need from you.
Am I audible? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, Alex.
I just know about the details.
Sorry?
Is it possible I can add, possible to add some features, uh, like, I create,
Sorry, Alex, your voice is getting cut in the middle.
Yeah, it's a bit choppy.
okay.
Might be
I
better
think,
to
I
type it out.
think, am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just want to ask you about this part. All these players are uh, like cylinders and the spheres. This whole player is a mixture of 3D geometrical figures. So what I want to do now, I just want to put some pre-created 3D assets like this on these players. Is it possible to do this with Jabali? Because I tried a lot of times and I ran out of sparks in these trials.
Yeah, you can either generate 3D assets, but you can also take them from Mixamo, for example. You can take free 3D models. They are
Yeah,
already
I
animated.
took a few 3D models and it started crashing. Like I took it from internet, like from I think Sketchfab. There's a site named Sketchfab, I think, or something Fab. So
Yeah. So you were able to add them to the game, but
I tried a lot, but it was not working as like what I was expecting. I didn't get that. So there was a lot of effort. So I went with another approach. Like I will just put these raw 3D figures. Yeah, Sketchfab. I
so what was happening was that the models weren't properly appearing in the game, or
no,
were you
actually,
having performance issues?
Models were appearing, but I just want the body to move and all those mechanics like hand movement and foot movement, head movement during headers, and body push pull, like those things. So it was not working. Like it was a static asset, just moving like a static asset with the ball, and there wasn't any motion or anything.
Something that I used in Jabali and it works pretty well is Mixamo. You can take the character there and you can download the animation directly. So there is even a soccer player character there that you can take. You can put soccer animations on it, like jog or kick or anything like that. And you can import the animation directly in Jabali as GLB files. So you can just drag and drop them into the assets,
Yeah,
and you can tell the agent to use that animation. So you should import the animation directly inside Jabali.
yeah, I do it a lot of time, and only for this player movement thing, I just got stuck. So that's why everything was looking up to the mark, but those players weren't. That's why I just asked about this.
Yeah,
Thanks for your help,
yeah, Mixamo works, but if it's not working on the specific project, maybe it's something with the architecture of the project itself. I had a project where I was trying to import a model, and the model was huge for some reason, even though I had other models that were the correct size. So sometimes that happens, but that definitely can be done. And
Yeah,
I would I would
I,
suggest those animations for soccer because
I
those
think,
are already pretty cool.
sorry, am I audible?
Yeah,
Yeah, I faced a similar issue. One of my stadium, I bring some stadium models from Sketchfab, and it was around 12 MB or 13 MB, but I couldn't be able to upload it on Jabali Studio. They consider it as a huge object, like huge size object.
you could try to get it directly on your local files.
No,
That
I'm
might
planning
work.
to create the whole stadium with the remaining sparks, and I will work on mechanics. And first, like my top priority is mechanics because the body movement and the ball movement are not synchronized as of now. So I'm planning to work on that, and then the camera settings, which you mentioned earlier, like it should be a little bit zoom, like 30% or 40% zoom out, and then I will
Yeah,
work on the stadium because it is looking a bit weird. Like people are playing football in some dark spaces like that. So these are
yeah.
my
And
to do.
if you get to the top 8 of the competition, you will have more time later to develop it. So yeah, it's better to make it work first, and
I
then
was not aware
if you
of
get
this
in the
actually.
what?
I was not aware of this. Like I will get some more time if I get into top eight. So
Yeah,
can
yeah.
you tell me like what are the things should be on my priority list in order to get in top eight and get more time to work on this?
So of course, every judge will have their priorities, right? But for me, the two main things I like to see is the game being visually striking, right? So having a clear, like a different vibe, a different identity to the game. So that could be from the post processing effects you do, for the settings that you do. If you make a really cool stadium around it and it looks huge, anything that can make it visually striking and make it stand out, right, from the rest of the games. And second is how well it plays for me. So maybe the game, like I said, maybe the game has really deep mechanics, but if it's too clunky to play, I probably don't have time with like too many submissions to really get really good at it, and and experience the depth in gameplay. So having smooth and easy to learn controls and an easy to play game is not really an easy game, but a game that's easy to play. That's more. Those are the two things that will get on my list for rating. You can't hear me, Muzamil. You're welcome, Alex. Anytime.
Yeah, one more last thing I just want to know. Like I'm using some prompts from Gemini Pro, and I create some assets and I just pasted it in the Jabali Studio. So is it fine now? Like, or it is not something I should not do?
Oh, that's totally fine. You can use other tools on your workflow. So as long as your main game is inside the studio and you're building and publishing the game in studio, that's totally fine. I actually do that a lot as well when I need some extra things. Maybe I'm not liking how some procedural assets are looking. I might bring them out to another AI, have it take a look, and maybe do some tweaks. So that's normal. Yeah, that's totally accepted then. You are good. We have a few minutes, 6 minutes until the end of the workshop. If anyone wants to show their games, feel free to share your screen. We can do one more. Yeah, Money, I was about to send you a message. You can add me as a collaborator in that project.
Hello,
So
as I am audible.
Oh, hello.
yeah, you-
I'm Henry. I'm Henry. Hello.
Can I show my game?
yeah. Sorry, who wants to show their games? There are two people talking. Is it
Yes,
Mozambique?
me.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Jay wants to talk to Ivanry, right? So she'll get to you when she's around. So you can show the screen for now, Muzamil.
Since
Okay, see my game, then I talk about the game. Okay.
Can you come VC and DM?
yeah, can you just DM me while the class is going on? I'm actually recording the session. That's why.
All right.
Okay, Muzamil. You can go ahead and share the screen. I can see your game, by the way, Muzamil. If you want to make some comments on it before I make mine, feel free to do so.
Sir, it's simple and playable game. Uh,
Uh, I am currently working on this game, and little working is remaining, like start button, and I also intended to add two goalkeepers and two more players on opponent team and on my team. Automatically they run, and I run also to goal.
Okay.
And it is
uh,
well working on desk laptop. It is really game for laptop, but I also my laptop is currently not working. That's why I am in mobile.
Okay. So the first thing I notice is that your game, since it's on the Frangem website, which has a vertical portrait, right? And your game is rotated like it's for a desktop, right? So currently,
Sorry.
since you ended up building a mobile game, I would rotate the game to a portrait mode instead of it being sideways, because you have very little actual field to play when it's right in the middle. So I would change the perspective of the game to a portrait perspective. So you can see the two goals on the top and on the bottom of the screen. If you add more players, which I think is a good idea, because if you have no dribble or no other skills like that, passing the ball will be the main source of plays, right? So the AI players will do some movements, try to outrun the others. So passing will be probably the most important thing. I would keep it without goalkeepers for now. You can make kind of just like a defender in the back that's not really inside the goal. I would even avoid putting players inside the goal so the game gets more scores, right? So that would be the main
So
thing. I would rotate the perspective of the game.
so okay, you are telling me that I add more players, one player on my team and one player on my opponent team.
Yeah, I would add one or two more players to the game, to each team.
Can you rate my game out of 10 in my current situation? I will also work on tomorrow. I will work on this game.
I don't really do like number ratings because I don't really feel like they mean too much. Like, are we comparing to, right? That's always a big issue. But I think it has potential. And if you can make it very fun to play and make it visually striking, like I said before, add some particle effects, some cool backgrounds, and cool art around it, I think it can be a fun, cool game. So, yeah.
No, you I wanted to give rating out of 10.
Yeah, but I don't really do that. We're comparing it to FIFA or to Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, we can't really give it
Okay, then you
a
are telling me
number.
that I add some animations and add one or two players, so it game become a cool and it is a cool game for making time. If I
Yeah,
have free
that's
time, it is mind freshing game.
exactly. That's the idea behind it. Don't focus on really a rating and focus on making it very fun. Focus on making something that you like to play and like to toy around with. That's the main thing.
Okay, I also intended to add background music and
Yeah, that's
also
a
the sound of crowd.
great idea. You definitely should.
So how I add crowd of sound crowd?
If you ask on FrameJam, I'm pretty sure you can ask to generate sound effects on FrameJam as well.
So it will create my sound effect according to my instructions.
Yeah,
Because firstly, when I open that, this is not hearing my instruction and creating weird games. But then if it become proper manner, then it is working on proper manner.
yeah. Sometimes you have to change the way you prompt, right? And have to prompt around some things that the agent tries to
Okay,
do.
oh yes, it is depend on prompts.
Yep.
Okay, then tell me it is good or no bad.
Yeah, I like it. Like I said, I think it has potential, right? You should polish it more.
Yeah, I will
Yeah,
try full
you
my
should.
potential.
I'm pretty sure you'll be proud of what you made.
Okay, thanks,
Awesome.
thanks.
Cool. Yeah. So this was a really cool session. I really liked all of the projects that were shown here. I think they have a lot of potential. So I'm excited to see you guys. We have another call tomorrow, like a polish pass call. So before the submission deadline. So excited to see everyone there, to see your games.
What will
Uh,
we do on the another call on the tomorrow?
Basically the same. We'll be looking at the games and it will be probably like 2 hours from the deadline, so there won't be too much time. So it will be uh, a very how do you
To
say
edit
it?
any games and controls.
Some very small details
Okay,
for
okay.
actually. I mean, we probably should do it 1 hour earlier, right? because the submission
I-
is in
yeah, on
24
10
hours.
p.m.
Oh yeah, yeah. We can do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll announce it later with the exact times, and I'll create an event on Discord as well. Yeah. So submission is basically in 24 hours, Alex.
No, I
Yeah.
know like it isn't 24 hours. I just put this because like she mentioned it's around 11:30 p.m. We are gonna meet to discuss on some final touch-ups. So I was confused on that. Yeah, no problem. I got it. So it will be around 10 p.m. IST.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, like yeah, you can just put a notification in the channel, so everyone can get the timings. Okay, yeah, thanks guys. Thank you so much for the uh, whatever ideas or suggestions or some like I was expecting some critics, but I didn't get like that would be a good for the further development. But yeah, anyways, thanks for the suggestion and I guess yeah.
Yeah. Anytime.
Your name is Pedro, na? Reyes Dober.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Pedro.
It's Pedro. Yeah. You can call me
Pedro.
that.
Yeah, Pedro. Okay. Thanks, Pedro. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for joining and for showing the game.
Can
Go
I
ahead,
ask one
Muzabil.
question?
Sir,
Yeah.
Yeah, how can I add background music and different type of animations?
Like for background music, if you wanna get your own scripts, just go on Google AI Studio. There you can find some tools which help you in generating some text to speech audio clips, or you can search on free audio. There are multiple platforms which are providing free audio for games. Like
So how
for
can I add into Jabali AI Studio or Friend
like
Game?
you just need to click on the game button. There's it is in the preview pane, and you will find some scripts and some assets. Like there will be written preview asset. Just a second, let me take a look on that. Yeah, preview assets and scripts. Just click on assets. There you can just upload that audio clip.
Own
and,
assets.
yeah. You can just.
You are also the member of Jabali Studio?
No, I'm just suggesting you because like I have been doing this from past 2-3 years. So that's fine.
Okay, no problem.
Helping you. I'm not from Javari. I'm just a participant here.
You are suggesting me. Okay.
But I stand by what Alex is saying. You can also generate them. You can also generate music inside the studio. Animations we don't support generating yet, but you can generate sprites in the web interface.
Okay. Okay, AI cannot generate animations.
Yeah, of course. Because like if it start generating animation, it's a video generating AI. It will be a quite
Yeah. You are correct.
on the upper level. Yeah.
Yep. I think Tenmei was saying something, right?
yes, sir. Sir, it is saying that it is saying something. The OpenAI limit resets on tomorrow at means 12:34 IST.
Mm-hmm. Do you see if you have credits on your profile? If you have sparks left?
One second, just I'm checking. Yeah, I have, but still, it says that no, it is saying Open AI.
Yeah.
Open AI
sometimes
something is repeated.
yes. Sometimes you get rate limited like that, even when you have sparks. So have you been getting this constantly for a while now, or is it you just got it? Maybe if you wait a couple of minutes and try it again and reopen the studio, it can get fixed on its own. But if it still persists after a few minutes, we can take a look at it for you. You can open a ticket with us and we can take a look at your account.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did,
Thank
did
you, sir.
you? Yeah, absolutely. Did you wait a couple of minutes already, or when did this start?
Just now it is coming.
Okay, cool. Money. By the way, I just opened your project, and from I can see, it is completely responsive, except for that one screen. So for now, try telling the agent that the character selection screen has a scroll bar and that you don't want that. You want the cards to be smaller, or you want the cards to be maybe on a grid so they fit the screen, right? That you don't want a scroll. But overall, the rest of your game is responsive on my screen. I'm using a notebook that's just full HD. It's a small screen and it's responsive over here. So try that, and if that doesn't work, let me know. We can keep iterating on it.
Tomorrow class is on 10 p.m.
Yeah, I'll announce with the exact time. We can do the timestamp in Discord. That's showing the exact time for you. So yeah.
And the final submission is 11 a.m.
24 hours from now.
That would be in
Okay, okay.
PET timing. So in Indian timing, if you can do that as well.
No, I am Pakistan. To Pakistan timing is half hour past, so 11.
Yeah. So yes, you're right.
Yeah.
All right. So thanks everyone. Thanks for joining, for showing your games. Really excited for the submissions. I'll catch you all tomorrow.
Thank you guys. Looking forward to your games.